were to go ahead and ask our stats guy Tim, just try to feed me what that is, it's got to be like a 5 or something absurd. But as we jump in here to hotel control, potentially the final map already. The Major 2 qualifiers leading into that Boston Major. Jay, feed me the numbers. Talk to me a bit about this. I mean, try to make it sound a little bit better here for OpTic Texas.
Alrighty.
Is there anything you can give me here?
Here we go. Atlanta FaZe. They have played this map a total of 9 times, over a record of 6-3, 3-4 for the side of OpTic Texas. They fall short yesterday to Vegas Legion, but the biggest thing that stands out for me is how dominant Atlanta FaZe are on this map. Second on attacking rounds, second on defending rounds, and then for OpTic Texas, we talk about hotel control. It's all about these attacking rounds. They are 11th on that side. So big, tall task ahead for OpTic Texas. It all starts with this early pressure on towards A. First tick is about to come in.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel better about OpTic Texas.
I tried.
I mean, at least you're an honest weatherman. I'll give you that much. But hey, you know what does make me feel better is the way they've started off this first round here on Hotel. A great early team fight that seems to be going their way for the moment, as they are 2/3 of the way through that opening segment over at A. Dashy, well, he doesn't clean up his food. Thankfully, Shotzzy is there to go ahead and spin a few plates. A lot of things to handle, a lot of different avenues, points of emphasis, things to try to check. As he does fall, it at least allows for OpTic Texas to grab that extra minute. 3 more segments to go and 2 minutes to do it in.
Yeah, 2 minutes is a lot of time to work with for OpTic. As you see the setup from Atlanta FaZe, look at how far Slasher is pushed out back bedroom. But with his teammates dropping, now you have to get back into the play. Dashy finds 2. They put in the pressure on for the pinch at Spa. These next wave of kills are going to spawn. The players from Atlanta FaZe out. If you are OpTic, you have to win them. But Celium and Simp, they start off the trades. Hook at least finds 1, but now you have to slow down.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem, right? Hook does his job, but the other teammates end up falling. So what looked to be a good pinch established there from OpTic Texas begins to look a little bit wavered. However, a few begin to fall in their hands. Shotzzy now on 2 in a row. It's all been in preparation. It's all been in the lead to try to get over toward this B zone.
Hold on.
Shotzzy, another crucial kill, trying to lead the way. Dashy cuts 1 down onto a BZ. Only player that's going to be here is Simp. Trying to lock things down right now from Atlanta FaZe. Tried and true. Dodge of the nade, dodge of the utility, as now Illy makes his way inside of B.
Yeah, you just got to get on this point. If you are OpTic Texas, you found a majority of the kills, but since no one was on it, you allowed Atlanta to get back into the play. But that's going to be 3 dead. Last player up is going to be a BZ. That player watching across, at least cutting them down with that TAC 56. They should allow Dasher to get crossed off. You have to break from middle and from the backside if you are Atlanta. They're setting 3 players to bed.
Yeah, this looks to be a great situation quickly for OpTic. Atlanta needs to find these picks, but Dashy continues to beam. That's 2 ticks down. Simp will fall. Last player close is going to be Celium. Tries to jump on in, but OpTic Texas start this round 1 off the way that they needed to. We said coming into it, it was going to be an uphill battle. They've recently struggled in attacking moments here on Hotel, but they dig deep and they find themselves up 1-0 quickly.
That was good work from OpTic. Close out that 8-point, extend time by a minute. And then the way that they were able to chain a couple kills together, I think it was Dashy finds that initial 2-piece towards back Spa, and then once he drops, he comes off spawn and kills both players in towards bedroom. They take bedroom control. You saw Atlanta FaZe was spawning all the way at Jules. They had to find a couple kills. They could not, and Atlanta FaZe fall short in the first round.
Really see how the Titans on Hotel look to play their very first attack. And this is a map that they are very much comfortable with, Jay, as you said, coming into it. A lot of reps here on Hotel. In fact, 9 of their last 11 controls have been on Hotel. So the record still solid. They know what to do. They know the game plan. And really that's to allow for the quick A capture. It's to allow for a BZ to fly out and start to fry. And it is good work early on from Atlanta FaZe, trying to reply back with an attacking round of their own. A solid start.
Oh, and Simp is still finessing all the way at that B point as well. He's able to just spawn kill a couple players, just relieving some of that pressure. You have 1 player from OpTic still trying to contest this. Hook is able to take him down, but Hook cannot win the second one on to Celium. Now it's a BZ's turn, who's in the back of OpTic's base. What can he do towards back Spa? Winning really insane gunfights to start you off.
Yeah, it's to do what he's paid to do, which is just absolutely fry. Great work there from a BZ. Celium doesn't check the bottom shelf, so it's really only going to be a BZ past that 50-yard line, and really he's in pretty much red zone territory at this point. OpTic aware of his position, and really, I think it's fair to say, you almost just want to hope that he just somehow manages to kill himself with a nade. Like, you just almost pray He doesn't stay alive. He's able to do so. A few of the FaZe members finds their pick as well. Jumping into B, it's the stack.
Yeah, the stack is gonna come in. They set up beautifully around that play. Beezy at least finds the first play, trying to attack through mid couches. He finds two. That's going to be 3 dead in the feed. Last player up is going to be Huki. At least takes down 1, but the second tick is already here. Here comes a third. And would look like a dominant attacking round from OpTic Texas is followed up by a dominant attacking round from Atlanta FaZe. It was just a perfect setup. You saw the way that Beezy was playing towards the back. He was just playing his life, knowing that his teammates have full bedroom control. All it takes is for them to find that initial 2 kills and then play the trades from there on out. As they get all the kills, they spawn them all the way across the map. The stack comes in, and Atlanta FaZe 1-1.
And Jay, it's just another moment, right, where it's a control, a big moment for Atlanta FaZe. They need to reply, and the Beezy's there to deliver. You and I had the cast of which Atlanta FaZe faced off against the LA Gorillas. It was an LSCLO control. A Beezy put up one of the wild that we've seen in a very long time on a control, so definitely not out of character by any stretch to see him have another big moment. However, OpTic Texas quickly in right on into their second attack, and so far it has been flawless attacks for both teams. The man of the hour, Beezy, continuing to cause some problems. Up top, he wins those all day.
Right there was OpTic Texas trying to switch up their strategy, trying to push over towards that B point instead of going for the easier one over towards A. But now you at least have one player on that side of the map. It's going to be Hook, but a Beezy still cutting you off left and right. Also has a cruise missile to work with. And with his teammates now spawning out, it's time to hit that pitch towards bedroom because these players are going to hop on B.
You got 2 members really established toward either zone right now for OpTic. A healthy push, but again, you've got a Beezy still at your backside. You got Simp still causing all kinds of problems from the front. And it appears that they will just go ahead and collect themselves, go straight on into that A zone, and allow for Beezy to have all the fun that he wants toward the top side. He's still yet to die. 16-7, and he's still hunting. He still wants to try to be aggressive. In toward the restaurant. Literally all 4 members of OpTic Texas are here and doesn't care. He's hungry for engagements, Jay. He's starving.
He does not care.
Oh, darn.
But Shotzi's a guy who could shut him down. Big kill to take down a Beezy. Now the pressure's going to come in towards the back. Sip at least finds the first with a nade, finds the second onto Illy.
Wow.
So that's the first push from OpTic Texas, already shut down. Now you have to try to wrap back and get control of bedroom, and there's multiple players here for Atlanta FaZe ready for the push. 20-16 and lives remaining.
The Beezy, up close. Nearly finds a second. OpTic. Able to get a little bit of something going, but right into the gun engagement. Illy's able to take that one. So trying to find the lane. Player 4 and Hook looks to make his way, get those spawns toward the top side for Atlanta. These 2 mid-round fights are actually huge. It's going to be a trade ultimately. And technically that does favor Atlanta FaZe for the moment. However, OpTic with bodies begin to stack inside of B, finding a few stragglers. The one player who could cause some problems right now is Simp.
And Simp finds that 1 kill. Now you just have to play your life as a Beezy finds the second through the middle of the map. Now you know the last 2 players from OpTic Texas are going to be pushed out. One's on the point. First segment is already going to be done. But you take care of him, and now all you have to do is just maintain bedroom side, and that's what the Tiny Terrors are going to do. Play your corners down there.
And Hook, man, he's got all 4 players of Atlanta FaZe surrounding him. However, all of them begin to fall. Perfect work from OpTic Texas specifically, coming in from Illy, as that's going to be the stack, and that could be 3 for 3 in rounds. Anything you can do, I can do. Also, 3 for 3 in attacks. OpTic Texas now up 2-1.
It's just a great job right there from OpTic to slowly work out their bedroom, to find those 2 kills that was necessary. Once they do that, they play for a couple more kills before the stack comes in, and then you see the spawns from Atlanta FaZe all the way across the map. OpTic Texas 11th on the attacking side, and so far that's 2 attacking rounds on this control. Great job from them, now up 2-1.
What have you seen so far, Jay? I mean, I know that we talk about it on Hotel. The offensive side is very much favored. What are both sides doing perfectly right now, you'd say?
It's the patience right now from OpTic Texas. They know that when they have to play for their kills, the kills are more impactful than it will be when you stack that point. You get those kills, you spawn them across the map. It makes your job a lot easier. You're not going to get contested as soon as you think you are. So OpTic is just taking their time, winning their gunfights, playing their trades. And that's why they've been finding a lot of success.
if they can keep it up. Atlanta just ran straight on into that B objective, and I want to say they got that second pick. It's definitely close. During hook screen, we'll see if he tries to go for the decap. Meanwhile, positioning very much valuable. Does not want to give up his life in a spot like this. Very, very close. It's OpTic one round away from getting themselves right back in this series. A control win here versus one of the best teams in the game at it would be huge. And I think lately Control hasn't necessarily been the strongest mode for them. Off the loss versus Las Vegas Legion on Hotel Control yesterday. Trying to fine-tune things up until that Boston Major. Great work again from Illy. B cleared out. Atlanta FaZe said, no problem. We're already at A anyway.
Yeah, we're just going to close at this 8-point. Extend time by a minute. Give us a little bit more to work with. There's now 1:54 left on the clock. Atlanta FaZe are down by 1 life. And I'm pretty sure, Orlando, if Atlanta FaZe complete both segments, it all comes down to kills.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing the math right, OpTic Texas are leading in this lane. Do they want to slow down in their kills just in case it does go to that round number 5 to get attacking again?
That is a great question. We'll see. Based off the fights, based off those arrows, how things look. Atlanta continuing to be aggressive. You can kind of see with those arrows, you've got VZ and Slasher pretty much behind enemy lines. 1 lines up there for Dashy. So you've got 3 members now here for Atlanta. 2 members from OpTic Texas still happen to be sitting to the top side of bedroom. You got to eradicate them. You got to get them out of this position. If Atlanta expects to get that B zone capture, 1 more to deal with. Shotzzy able to stay alive, and Shotzzy doing so, and then sets up Dashy for a double. Perfect work out of OpTic Texas. I don't know if it was an intentional bait and switch or not, but Shotzzy's dolphin dive sets up for a full team wipe.
And now OpTic Texas have control of bedroom. You just have to hold strong for another minute. And this map is going to be yours. Shotzzy, no dead silence, but the cruise missile is going to get called in. It's going to give all the information of where these guys are playing, but Atlanta FaZe are not winning the gunfights. They lose both the gunfights towards bedroom, so OpTic do a great job of maintaining that side of the map. 19-11 in lives remaining. Atlanta FaZe, they got to go.
And another team fight of which OpTic Texas comes out on top. Lives beginning to be a problem. 18-9, 35 seconds to go. OpTic Texas starting to feel a bit of momentum going their direction. However, Simp still exists. Simp still lives. And that is a very worrisome thing to think about. Jumping onto that objective. 1 more segment to go. Bodies begin to fly. Bodies begin to fall. Dashy here, but he drops 2. It's 2 members on it from Atlanta FaZe. Shotzzy has to dive in. However, he cannot. And Atlanta FaZe, my word, another attack replied. And now we've got ourselves a round 5.
Oh, we got ourselves a round 5. All attacks for both of these squads. But it's all going to come down to the slaying. I don't know if OpTic did enough to at least earn themselves that attacking round. This is going to be up in the air, man. This is going to be up in the air. Whoever gets attacking round is definitely going to have the favorable sides going into this round number 5.
I was going to say, if we already didn't know that Hotel was offensive favored, we absolutely do now after what we've seen throughout our first 4 rounds. So it definitely does work out in your favor. If you can be on the attacking side, be out in the slaying, and there you go. OpTic Texas, arguably, and I'd say not even arguably at this point, get the side that they want. You see those round 5 records. However, you're going to toss those aside. Short-term memory. Stay focused, stay ready. OpTic Texas, what can they do as they jump into their attack? And Shotzzy's hitting some beams from across the map.
Oh, Shotzzy at least finds that kill, finds a second onto Simp. Now all of OpTic Texas can get the easy job done out the way by completing this ace point. As Atlanta FaZe is still going to put pressure on Selling, trying to put aggressive through the middle of the map. He unfortunately cannot line up the shots. Gets Shotzzy to 6 HP.
Oh my gosh.
But the movement right there from Shotzzy almost finds that kill. First segment is already in NA.
It can work early right here from Texas, right? Just to try to get numbers on your side. However, Celium still hanging out. And he'll have to back up, wait for a few of his teammates to come off of spawn. He'll go and reunite here with the SMGs of Atlanta. Is now they'll look to repossess the restaurant, looking to grab ownership themselves. Are going to hop on just to contest for the final moments of that A capture. Second point still yet to be there. Meanwhile, OpTic Texas has decided to rotate over toward B. Only player that's going to be here is Slasher, causing some problems. Cuts down Hook, cuts down Illy. Big work there from the Litigoat, silencing things over at B. However, Jay, there has been progress made at both zones for OpTic.
There has been progress, but now you have to take care of a Beezy. You do just that, so now you have bedroom control. Now your next line of defense is all about Celium. Works his way through bottom lights, at least finds the first, puts a couple shots into Dashy. Second tick is already gonna be in. You have to go if you are Celium, if you don't want to give this one up, but it's looking like OpTic Texas are gonna be able to close this one out. A huge one-on-one. Slasher is the only player pushed up this far, close towards this 8 point. Shotzzy unfortunately drops to Simp. Now it's gonna allow Atlanta FaZe to start the tunnel through, try to get control of that kitchen side.
And as we know, Jay, when it comes down to this A zone, the reason why Hotel is favored in the first place is because of those close spawns that you get. Especially when you're over at that A zone for the offense. OpTic, without a doubt, in their bag. 4v2, now making a 4v1. Celium, the only man to try to spoil the party, pops dead silence, trying to stay alive. His teammates continue to get taken down. That time is halted, and that zone progress continues to fly. As Abizi also happens to be here, he gets red. Celium waiting for his opportunity, waiting for his time to strike as he drops 2, and OpTic Texas stay alive in round 5. As we go for a full attacking frenzy here in this game number 3, 5 for 5.